How many of you have spent weeks putting together an email marketing campaign? You get the list, you work on the HTML creative, you have a great offer, you think about that subject line, and then you hit send and you wait for the results to come in. And then you wait a couple of days, you wait 48 hours, and then all of a sudden you see you have like an 8% open rate and you didn't even get a 1% click-through rate. Has that happened to you? It's happened to me, and it's happened to some of my clients. So does email marketing really work? Well, over the last 20 years, I have been sitting back. I've been analyzing results. I've been doing audits for clients to figure out, does email marketing work, or should we all be doing different marketing channels? Well, after I analyze the results, I am happy to report that email marketing does work. And I have found out that there's 3 main reasons why email marketing doesn't work. And maybe it's not working for you. And these are things you need to tweak. It's just like what I had to do. I had to start tweaking it. And even when I tweaked it, we had little blips, but not a big home run until we finally figured out the right mix for our unique company and for our clients. But here are the 3 things, the 3 reasons why emails don't work. The first thing is the email list, the list that you're using, whether it's your in-house list or you're using an external list. Look at that list. Is it really reaching your target audience? Are you trying to go too broad with the hopes of getting tons of sales? I know that was my problem at first. I went out to anyone who was in the B2B space that needed help with marketing. And I slowly had to cut it back and cut it back and cut it back until I found the right niche that was perfect for our company. So you have to make sure you don't go too broad. You have to make sure that list can really reach that specific audience you need. And then, is the list of good quality? Now, there is a ton of lists out there on the market. We can get huge databases and not pay a lot of money, but you get what you pay for. You know, that old adage, I can hear my father saying it, Donna, you get what you pay for. And that's the same in this case. If it is a good quality list, guess what? They're not giving it away because it's a valuable asset to them. And especially if you're looking at publishers or conference companies, this is the list they use from themselves. So it is a very important asset for them. The second reason why email marketing doesn't work is that companies don't pay a lot of attention to the subject line. We'll look at best practices and we'll try to keep our subject line within the best practices. But is your subject line talking to your specific audience? You have to sit back and think about, what subject lines do you respond to? Those are the ones that resonate with you. Those are the ones who are talking about things that are top of mind. So your subject line, and I almost tell people, you've got to spend more time on your subject line than you even do on the email message itself. Because if they don't open the email, it doesn't matter what you've said in the body of the email. So spend time thinking about your subject line. And if you've got a list of target audience, but maybe you can create little segments and make sure the subject line talk to the specific segments about what are their top, challenges or goals they're trying to achieve. Then you're going to see that you get a higher open rate. We all want to see a higher open rate, and we all know with iOS 15, we can't put all our weight on looking at the open rate, but it still is a good barometer on how we're doing, who is opening our emails. The third thing is that email content, but your call to action. The call to action is usually a button or a link within your HTML that people click to get your offer. Whether you're offering a white paper, a webinar, telling them to register for an auction, or register for an expensive executive education program, you've got to have that call to action. You have to make sure that it is visible. We all get, I don't have a piece of paper right here, but we all get caught up about, okay, this is the, how much we have. Let's fill it up with everything we can. Let's tell them how wonderful we are, how great this program is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you put too much in there, they're not going to be able to figure out what's important to them. They're not going to notice the CTA or your call to action. And if you don't tell them what to do, as in click here, download, some people don't know. It may look like you're just underlining text or you're putting special words in a box. It doesn't tell them, register here, click to register. Tell them what to do. Make sure your call to action is visible, and make sure your call to action, when it's being seen on a mobile device, is easy for them to use. People put buttons, but if it's too small on your mobile devices and there's words all around, people can't click on it. And then they have to wait until they get home. And we all know how that is. We're so busy in our day, we don't go back. So make sure that call to action is visible. You're telling them what to do. And again, what you're offering has to resonate with that specific segment. So as I mentioned, World Innovators, a lot of our work is with industrial auctions or executive education programs. Totally different areas. Both are trying to get registrants, and both have expensive offers. But when we talk to these people, we need to talk to them differently. They need different subject lines. They need different email messages. They need the messages that talk directly to them. Auction companies, you want registrants that turn into buyers, repeat buyers. Executive education programs, you want people to register for those programs, and you want them to be a nice, diverse group of people, because that's what makes your classroom or the whole program more engaging. If you send email marketing messages to a specific segment that really resonates with them, that's when they're like, oh my gosh, they get us. They know what we need. They can help us. That's what email marketing has to do. And that's when you'll see those response rates going from maybe an 8% open, less than a 1% click, much higher. I've gotten open rates close to 50%. And I have seen click-through rates at 12%, and that is 12% from the number delivered, not from the number opened. There's a difference there. Both need to be analyzed, but I'm saying that's how good the email did, because we're talking about a 12% from the number delivered. So if you think email marketing doesn't work, these are the 3 things you must go over. Review the list. Make sure it's targeting your specific audience. Make sure that it is not too broad. Trim it down or segment it if you have to. And make sure your list is of good quality. The second thing is concentrate on that subject line. Creating a subject line that will really resonate with the individual. They should read that subject line and say, oh my gosh, I can't live without this. I can't even wait for later. I have to do this right now. And the third thing is the call to action. Make it something of value that this individual cannot live without. Explain to them what action they need to take and make sure it is visible. Email marketing can be a great way to get good quality leads. It can be a great way for branding. So you may get people, maybe right now they're not interested. For us, maybe right now they're not interested in the equipment up for sale, or right now they're not ready to do some education. They don't need to get any more knowledge to do their career. But if you put the name out there for the branding, they're going to keep it in mind for the future. You do those three things, and I know you will see better response rates, and you'll realize that email marketing can be effective for you because it is a one-on-one. You are speaking with that individual directly. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. Talk to you later and have a great day. Bye.